What is up, YouTube? Star Wars Collector here, back with another video. This one I'm extremely excited for. This is part one of my game cards and comic book cards, all that type of stuff that I picked up. I'm going to have a separate one just for the Star Wars ones I picked up recently. But I'm really excited about this because half the stuff on this table, well, actually like 80% of the stuff on this table, I got for free, which is awesome. So I'm going to start with, let me start with the stuff I bought. So this section right here, this one, and all of these cards right here, I got for free. The gentleman dropped all these off at the library, and they put them out in the bin, and they let me take all of them. So I was able to get all of these. He also left some Star Wars Galaxy cards too, so he had a complete set of those. So I picked all of those up for free. And before you say, hey, you should have left some for somebody else, this was like a small town where my parents live, library, and there's maybe like 500 people there. So nobody goes into the library very often there. So that's why I took all this stuff, because I really appreciate it. My mom was the one that found it and picked them all up for me. She asked if I wanted them, so I said, yeah, I'll take whatever you got. So I'm going to go over that stuff separately. This right here, I went to a comic book shop when I was in California this week. I went on vacation, and I was able to find some more of the Iron Man. This is the one I collect exclusively. I've been trying to piece it together. Eventually, I'd like to get all of them. I've probably got about 60 of them right now, so I've got a long ways to go. But I picked all of these up for $4 each, which is a little higher price than I usually do. I usually pay about $1 to $2 at Second and Charles, but I exhausted the ones by me. So I figured I would show you guys what I picked up. So I picked up 191, 188, 87, 86, 85, 84, 83, 82, and 178. I like this one. That purple really pops against all the red. I like the retro. I love the retro comics. That's why I picked these up mostly. And then the last one here is 149 that I picked up. So these are the ones I picked up in total. There was a total of 10. They had probably a good 40 of them, but at $4 each, that's a lot of money, and I wasn't really trying to spend too much. So I limited myself to 10. I picked the 10 lowest ones they had to add to my collection, and this is probably between 80 and 250 is where I have the majority of my numbers right now. So I'm trying to fix that and fill that before I start expanding lower where they get more expensive and catching up to the newer ones. But I'm probably, with this collection, only going to stop in the 90s because I really like this retro comic, the retro styles. I don't really like the styles today. There are some that I still collect, like Scooby-Doo I still pick up. I'll still pick up like Deadpools or Venoms and stuff like that, but really I love the retro designs and the retro artistry. So the next ones I got is going to be the Spectacular Spider-Man vs. Puma. This one's 172. This one's a cool one. This is 180. Same Spectacular Spider-Man. I love the Goblin. This one's also cool. With the other one, just the colors pop better on that last one. This is 184. And then this is a different series. This is going to be, I believe it's just called, well, this is Marvel Tales featuring Spider-Man. This is 267. Got 268. Also got a different series. This one is just labeled Spider-Man. And this is 6, 18, 21, 22. I love this one with the Hulk and Green Goblin on here. Hulk looks awesome in this one. You can see Dr. Octopus down there in the bottom. At least his arm's sticking out. Then we got, this is a good one with Punisher. I got 32, 33, 34. This was a multi-part series with Punisher. And then a different series. This is Web of Spider-Man, 87, 89, 91, 93. I like this one. And I really like this one. 95. And then 98. So that does it for all the Spider-Man ones. I think it was a good variety. I've got like maybe 3 or 4, maybe 6 Spider-Man ones, and most of the ones I have are the Amazing Spider-Man, I believe, if I remember right. So it's kind of cool to get a little variety and see some of the other versions they have. Or this could all be the same. Like, these could just be like different names as they, sometimes they change the names of the comics as they go. I'm really not sure. I gotta do some more research on those ones. Man, this is kind of my mixed pack. I've got a couple good ones in here. I've got some X-Men, some Nick Fury, and some other stuff, and then some stuff I'd never heard of before that I'm gonna have to do some reading on. So this one, I don't really know which one this is. This says Marvel, and it's got like it's got a really thick, almost like a normal book, but it says Marvel Book 1: A Time in Marvels, and I really don't know anything about this one, but it looks really nice. So I'm gonna have to do some reading and see who actually is in this one. But that one's pretty cool. Move these up here. Okay, next up, I've got the Nick Fury ones. I've got 39, 40, 42, 43. And then we move on to X-Men. I've got X-Men 2099, just one of these, number 2. Most of these are pretty old. They're all from mostly the 90s. Like this Wolverine's from 91. Most of them are pretty much the 90s. There's a couple that were a little older, a couple a little newer. But majority of them were mid-90s when I was born. So we got Wolverine 90, Wolverine and the Punisher. This one doesn't have a number, just the 1 of 3. Then 2 of 3. And then we go on to the X-Men. So this one's the Uncanny X-Men. So number 310, 313. And then it switches to normal X-Men. This one's 27, 28, 31. That's a cool cover. I like the green. And then I've never heard of this guy, Deathlock. I don't know if he's a villain. I'm gonna have to do some more research on him, but I got number 2 on that one. This one is from 91 as well. And then Darkhawk, I don't know him either. This is some of the other ones I gotta learn. Darkhawk number 20. X-Factor, I don't know this series either, but it looks like it's a derivative of the X-Men. This one's number 85. And then this one I also don't know, Ravage 2099, this is number 3. And then I was also gracious enough to get a Iron Man with those too, Iron Man number 301, and I don't have that one either, so add that to my collection. Now lastly but not least, in this section, I also, oops, sorry, my finger's in the way. I got a bunch of different collectible cards. They're all Marvel based, these 4 sets, there's 4 different ones. And then I got one Star Wars Galaxy, which you'll see in the other video. But these are really cool. So far, it looks like about half of these are actually fully complete. 2 of the ones I've gone through so far have a couple cards missing, but the artwork on these is just amazing. So these as well are also from the 90s. So I'm not going to go through all the cards. I'm just going to kind of give you guys a taste of what these look like. So this one's just got all the different superheroes, and there's about, I think there was 85 or 86 in this series, but I love the artwork on these ones. So there was that one, the Marvel Superheroes collection. Next one that I already put in cards as well. These ones are the Superheroes collection as well, but these are the 1992 series. This other one, let me check. I think this one was 91 on these cards. Oh, those, so these, the first set was 1990, and then the next set is 92. So these ones are cool as well. Kind of reminds me of the Star Wars Galaxy cards. Let you guys see, that's what the backs look like. Lots of information. And in total for this set, my set goes up to 100. I am missing a couple, so I'm gonna have to complete my collection at some point, but I'm only missing just a few. Next one here is these ones are gonna be the Spider-Man 30th anniversary. So these ones I'm really excited for. I'm hoping I have all of them in here. And let me get these down into the screen for you and see if we can look at a couple of them. Also, what was great too is when I got all these, they were already in order, which makes it even better. So these ones looks like you got to put a couple of them together to make a picture. Oh, there's Dr. Octopus. Nice one there with Daredevil. Oh, I'm sorry. My camera work sucks today, huh? So, nice one with Dr. Octopus. Got Daredevil right there. It looks like a cool card. I get all the villains. These look really cool. So this one in total, let's see here. Sorry, I'm working with one hand. I don't have a phone stand that I can use for my recording. So this one in total has got, so my numbers go up to 86, but you can see I just went from 71 to 80. So who knows? I might have to go through this and see if I can find some more cards. And then last but not least, got these ones. These are, they say 1993 Marvel Masterpieces. So I'm starting to wonder if Marvel had a running series like the Star Wars Galaxies with Topps. I'm gonna have to look into it. I might have to start collecting all of them. But these ones are really nice. I love the artwork on these. The part two I love about these is not only there was cool artwork on the back or the front, but there's also really cool artwork on the back. And then these ones are all out of order. So I don't know how many are actually in these. But there's got to be close to at least 80, if not more here. Ooh, Deadpool is one of my favorites. I love that card. Back looks like. So you guys, just want to do a quick video. I know this one ran like 10 minutes, which is a little longer than I expected. But wanted to show you guys everything I got and kind of some other stuff I'm working on besides Star Wars. I have a couple different hobbies. And as you can see, my desk is a mess now. I got to clean these up and reorganize them. But I hope you enjoyed this, and stay tuned for part 2 where we got the Star Wars Galaxy cards I picked up over the last month. Happy hunting and keep collecting.